brand is proud of the 5,000-year-old heritage of our nation and has centered the company's mission and vision around the same. The Cycle Heritage Quiz is an endeavor in educating the future of India on our glorious past, our incredible architecture, our diverse culture, the great works of our literary legends and artists, the courage of our warriors and freedom fighters, the rich contributions of our scientists, and many more aspects, which make us a truly great nation. We now have the where students from across Kerala have taken part in large numbers. Let us meet our participants for today. First up, we have from the Bhavans Vidya Mandir, Elamakara, we have Aman B. Manoj. Hi, Aman.
Hi, sir.
So, Aman, you are probably our youngest participant today, along with Rudashri. So, Aman, are you excited for the Cycle Heritage Quiz and have you taken part in this before?
Yes, sir. In the last year, I have taken part.
And did you qualify for the cluster final?
No, sir. I lost in the quarterfinals.
You lost in the quarterfinals. All right, let's see if things get better for you this time. All the very best, Aman.
Thank you, sir.
And next we have from the Bhavans Vidya Mandir, Girinagar, we have Tarun Thomas Tyson from class 9. Hi, Tarun.
Hi, sir.
Tell us what's your favorite, tourist attraction in Kerala, since you are from there.
Tourist attraction, I think it's the backwaters.
Backwaters, and you have been there many times, right?
Yeah, once or twice.
Once, okay, once or twice. All right. Tarun, hope you do really well today and all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have from the Vidyodaya School, Tevakal, we have Niranjan Manoj.
Hi,
Welcome,
sir.
Niranjan.
Thank you, sir.
Niranjan, excited about today?
Yes, sir.
Next, we have from the Bhavans Vidya Mandir, Girinagar again, we have Kiran Thomas Tyson. Welcome, Kiran.
Hello, sir.
And Kiran, tell us if you want to share one interesting piece of trivia that you know about Indian heritage or you have learned from the Cycle Heritage Quiz so far, what would it be?
Sir, it's about like different awards of the awards given by the government and other organizations in India. That's what I like the most.
Okay, so you have learned a little bit about that from the Cycle Heritage Quiz. Fantastic. All the best, Kiran. Next, we have from the Chattanchal Higher Secondary School, Krishnajit K. And Krishnajit, is this your first time taking part in the Cycle Heritage Quiz?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And how was your experience in the preliminary rounds?
It was very good type of trivia questions that you have added. So I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I hope Cycle would make it offline next time.
Yes, of course. That's a suggestion we have got from many people. And Krishnajit, all the very good.
Thank you.
And last but definitely not the least, we have a very special participant with us. We have a champion from last year, the national champion, Rudashri R. Krishnan from the Christ Nagar English Higher Secondary School. And Rudashri, how are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. And Rudashri, feeling confident about defending your title?
Yes, sir.
Okay, smiles and yes, sir. All the very best, Rudashri. And
Thank you.
Kochi has a lot to live up to. Last year, there were 2 finalists from Kerala in the national finals. So, lots of expectations, and we expect a very high level of quizzing today.
Yes.
All the very best to you. These were your 6 participants, your 6 cluster finalists from Kochi. And now we are all set for our first round, which is called Laksha Bheda. The first round, Laksha Bheda, let's take a look at the rules. 1 question per participant. This round does not pass. Each question has 4 options. Each participant gets 3 attempts, plus 15 if you get the answer in the first attempt, plus 10 if you get the answer in the second attempt, and plus 5 if you get the answer in the third attempt. We'll have the first question for participant number 1, Aman B. Manoj. His first anthology, Sahitya Kautukam, was published in the year 1923. which includes his poems from 1917, was Gitanjali to Malayalam. Name him. Is it A. P. Kunhiraman Nair? Is it B. G. Shankara Kurup? Is it C. Vallathol Narayana Menon? Is it D. Kumaranasha? This is for Aman.
Option C, Vallathol Narayana Menon.
Let's click on C. Vallathol Narayana Menon. Sorry, that's the wrong answer. You have 2 more attempts to go. Next.
Option A, B. Kunhiraman Nair.
Option A, B. Kunhiraman Nair. Let's click on that. Sorry, that's also the wrong answer. Your last try.
Option D, Kumaranashan.
Option D, Kumaranashan. Let's click on that. Sorry, that's wrong, Aman. No points for you. The answer is, of course, the celebrated Gyaanspace Award winner, G. Shankara Kurup. So our next question is for Tarun. Tarun, your question coming up on screen now. The name of this place means land of the bird and the deer. It is also known as the birthplace of a famous artist. Name this place. Is it A. Kilimanur, B. Kandharpur, is it C. Beliator, or D. Varkala?
Sir, option A, Kilimanur.
Option A, Kilimanur, says Tarun, very fast. Let's see whether that's right. Yes, it is. Well done, Tarun. 15 points. Great start for Tarun. Now we'll move on to participant number 3, Niranjan Manoj from the Vidyodaya School. Question number 3 coming up for Niranjan now. The neighborhood of Fort Kochi gets its name from Fort Emmanuel, which was a bastion of which foreign power in India? Is it A. Dutch, B. Portuguese, C. Danish, or D. French?
Sir, option B, Portuguese.
Niranjan answers option B, Portuguese. Let's click on that. Perfect. Great, Niranjan. 15 points to you. Fantastic level of quizzing so far at Kochi, as expected. Next, we'll have our 4th contestant, that is Kiran Thomas Tyson. Kiran, your question coming up on screen now. The handmade saris traditionally weaved by the Salia community in which district of Kerala received the geographical indication tag? Is it A. Idukki, B. Palakkad, is it C. Thrissur, or is it D. Kasaragod?
Sir, is it option D, Kasargod?
Okay, Kiran clicks on or Kiran says option D, Kasaragod, and absolutely correct. Well done, Kiran. You also get 15 points. Great from all the participants here at Kochi. Let's move on to the next question, that is for participant number 5, Krishnajit K. Krishnajit, your question coming up on screen now. The highest peak in the Western Ghats, Anamudi, is surrounded by which national park? Is it A. Periyar National Park? Is it B. Silent Valley National Park? Is it C. Mukurti National Park? Is it D. Eravikulam National Park?
Sir, option C, Mukurti National Park.
Okay, let's click on option C, Mukurti National Park. Sorry, that's the wrong answer. Your next attempt.
Sir, option D, Eravikulam National Park.
Okay, let's click on D, Eravikulam National Park. Absolutely correct, Krishnajit. Well done. 10 points to you. And right now we'll move on to our 6th contestant, that is Rudashri. Rudashri, your first question coming up on screen now. Shakespeare has said that the world is a stage and that all the men and women are merely players. But to me, this life is a long protest. Which freedom fighter wrote this in her autobiography, Jivitam Oru Samaram? Is it A.V. Kuttumalu Amma? Is it B. Anjalai Ammal? Is it C. Akkamma Cherian? Is it D. Rukmini Lakshmipati?
Sir, it is Akkamacharyan.
Confident answer from Rudashri. Let's see if Akkamacharian is right. Perfect. Brilliant answer. 15 points, Rudashri. Great start. Fantastic scoring in the first round of the Kochi Cluster Final. Let's move on quickly to our next round, that is called Gyaanspace. In Gyaanspace, let's take a look at the rules. One direct question per participant, passes clockwise, plus 10 for every correct answer, direct or on pass. We'll once more go to our first contestant, that is Aman, with the question number 1. Which Indian astronomer in 476 AD had said, Bhugala Sarvato Vrita, the earth is round from all sides? Yes, Aman.
Aryabhatta.
Confident answer. Aman says Aryabhatta, and the answer is Aryabhatta. You definitely don't get 0 on this one. You get 10 points. Well done, Aman. Next question for contestant number 2, and that is Tarun. Tarun, your question coming up on screen now. In ancient texts, what was divided into 8 parts? Chedya, Lekhya, Vedya, Ishya, Aharya Kriya, Vishradavya, Sivya, and Hedya Kriya. You can work it out actually. Just look at the names and think of what it might mean. Parts of?
The work of Patanjali.
Words of Patanjali. Okay, that's an interesting guess. Not a bad try actually. Let's move on to Niranjan.
Sir, pass.
Passing. Okay, moving on to Kiran Thomas Tyson.
Sir, this is the text of the Ayurveda.
Text of the Ayurveda is another lovely try, but unfortunately wrong. Moving on to our 5th contestant, and that is Krishnajit.
Sir, I pass.
Passing. Okay. Moving on to our 6th contestant, that is Rudashri.
Sir, Sushrita Samhita, are these the texts from, are these the parts of Sushrita Samhita?
Very close. Good try, but unfortunately can't give it to you. We will move on to contestant number 1, that is Aman.
I don't know.
Okay, Aman passes. Actually, it was very close. Sushruta Samhita was very, very close. This is actually the paths or different types of surgery. Okay, these are the different stages, paths, or different types of surgery is what I wanted. Can't give it to you for Sushruta Samhita, but a very good attempt. Let's move on to contestant number 3 with our 3rd question. And contestant number 3 is Niranjan. Niranjan, your question. In Martanda Varma's forces defeated the Dash forces led by Admiral Eustachius de Lannoy on 10th August 1741. They never recovered from the defeat and no longer posed a large colonial threat to India. The demise of which foreign power in India is being talked about?
Netherlands.
Netherlands? Yes.
No, Dutch country.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Netherlands is fine, or the Dutch people. Absolutely correct. That's a good answer. The Dutch also had colonies in India and definitely ruled over parts of Kerala for a bit. Good answer. King Martanda's definitely caused the end of the Dutch rule in India. Very, very good answer there, Niranjan. You get 10 more points. We'll move on to participant number 4, Kiran. Kiran, your question coming up on screen now. Vishakam Tirunal Rama Varma introduced this native crop of Brazil locally in Kerala as a form of insurance against hunger after a great famine hit the kingdom. The root vegetable grew quickly and was a rich source of carbohydrates. In the south, many who could not buy rice ate this to survive. The Christians who migrated north to Malabar popularized this. What item extracted from the cassava plant? What item extracted from the cassava plant is being talked about? Kiran is confident. What's your answer?
Sir, tapioca.
Perfect. It is tapioca. From the very start, Kiran seemed to know the answer. Absolutely correct. Tapioca, kappa, pula, marichani, any of these answers would have been accepted. 10 more points to Kiran. We'll move on to contestant number 5, and that is Krishnajit. Krishnajit, your direct question coming up. Charles Correa, Pravina Mehta, and Shirish Patel were the first to write about the planning of the new city in the 1960s in an issue of Mark. Nukrajanan wrote the foreword, planning and dreaming. Name this new city with the 2-word name.
It's in New Delhi.
Not New Delhi. That's a decent try, but not New Delhi. Passing to our 6th contestant, and that is Rudashri. Rudashri, what's the answer?
Is it New Bombay?
I'll give it to you, Navi Mumbai or New Bombay. If it's not New Delhi, it has to be that. Absolutely correct. I'll give it to you. 10 points to you, Rudashri. Good answer. And the next question comes directly to you. Question number 6. The poto is equipped with 3 conveyor belts used for carrying ingredients into the poto and finished items to the selling counters from poto. Which food item associated with the temple is prepared in a poto? Famous food item associated with the particular temple.
Is it a vada?
Not vada. We will pass on to Aman.
Prasadam.
Where?
Can you repeat, sir?
Where? Prasadam where? Prasadam can mean many things.
Sir, Prasadam.
It has to be somewhere, right? I mean, like prasad is a very generic term. We'll move on to our second contestant, Tarun.
That's it. Laddu. Tirupati Laddu.
Tirupati Laddu, says Tarun with a little bit of hesitation. It's a guess or?
It's a guess, sir.
The guess. Your guess is right. Well done, Tarun. 10 more points to you. Fantastic answer. Great quizzing. All the questions are being answered by someone or the other. Nothing short of what was expected from a brilliant set of participants. With that, we come to the end of round number 2. Let's take a look at the scores. So the scores after round number 2 are as follows. Aman is on 10. Tarun is on 25. Niranjan is on 25. Kiran is on 25. Krishyajit is on 10. And Rudashri is on 25. 4 people tied for the lead on 25 points. A reminder that the top 2 from the Kochi Cluster Final will qualify tied contest. Now it's time for round number 3 where lots of points can be scored. The round is called Trishanku. In Trishanku, let's take a look at the rules. 1 question per participant. This round does not pass. 3 clues leading to something or someone, plus 15 for getting it in the first attempt, plus 10 for second attempt, plus 5 for the third attempt. So our first question is for Rudashri. Rudashri, your question coming up, your first clue on screen now. This palace was completed in 1912 and the cost of construction was approximately rupees 41.47 lakhs.
So we have to name the palace.
Yes.
Is it the Mysore Palace?
And how did you get Mysore Palace?
Actually, it's a simple guess, and I have went to Mysore Palace as well.
Okay,
So I have
Mysore
heard
Palace.
about it.
She got it from 1912 and the cost. That's an incredible answer. 15 points. Well done. Mysore Palace is indeed the correct answer. Great answer in Rudashri. Now we'll move on to contestant number 5. And that is Krishnajit. Krishnajit, your first clue coming up now. This famous musician played on George Harrison's 1973 album, Living in the Material World.
Sir, is it Hariprasad Chaurasya?
Not Hariprasad Chaurasya. Your next clue. This Padma Bhushan Award winner is the founder of a group called Tabla Beat Science.
Sir, is it Allah Muhammad Qureshi? Allah Rakha
You have to
Qureshi.
accept that answer. We'll move on to your last clue. He's the eldest son of famous tabla player Allah Rakha.
Sir, I don't know.
Oh, that should have been easy. This was a giveaway. Allah Rakha's son, famous tabla player, has to be Ustad Zakir Hussain, the most famous tabla player in India. Happens, Krishnajit, don't worry. Sometimes in quizzing, we get the answer on the tip of our fingertips, but fail to deliver it. So no problem. You still have 1 round to go. Next, we have Kiran. Kiran, your first clue is going to come up very soon. Kiran, your first clue coming up on screen now. As per the Bhagavata Purana, he emerged during the Samudra Manthan.
Sir, next clue.
Next clue, second clue coming up. He is regarded as the physician of the Devas.
Sir, Ashwini twins.
Not Ashwini twins, that's a good guess. Last clue coming up. He is mentioned in the Puranas as the god of Ayurveda.
Sir, I don't know.
Physician of Devas, god of Ayurveda. Could only be one answer. The answer is Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari is what I was looking for. Sorry, Kiran, no points for you in this round. We'll move on to contestant number 3, and that is Niranjan. Niranjan, your first clue coming up now. The tomb of this Sufi saint was constructed at Fatehpur Sikri.
Is it Salim Chishti?
From Fatehpur Sikri and saint, he got Salim Chishti. Incredible answering once more. What an amazing set of participants we have at Kochi, getting answers or getting the 3-word or 3-clue question on the very first clue. We have not seen 15 points being got in any other cluster with this frequency. Brilliant answer, Niranjan. 15 points to you. Next, we have a question for Tarun. Tarun, we'll have your first clue on screen very soon. Tarun, your first clue coming up now. In 1930, he was appointed as the mayor of Calcutta.
Sir, Subhash Chandra Bose.
From 1930, mayor of Calcutta, he got Subhash Chandra Bose. Ladies and gentlemen, this is truly amazing. Absolutely, 15 points to you, Tarun. Really amazed. This is a national final level competition going on right now. And why wouldn't it be? Kochi had 2 finalists last time. So fantastic, Tarun. You get 15 points as well. Next, we'll move on to Aman. Aman, your first clue coming up now. This book was written during the author's imprisonment in a fort in Maharashtra.
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Which book? Which book? We need the book.
Discovery of India.
Maharashtra fort is Ahmednagar Fort. The book is Discovery of India, written by Jawaharlal Nehru. Once again, amazing answer, Aman. 15 points to you. What an amazing and what a sensational round this has been. 4 out of 6 participants have cracked the 3 clues question on the very first clue. We did not need to give them the second and the third clue. And we obviously are having one of the most high-scoring cluster finals we have ever had on the Cycle Heritage Quiz, where so many students are in contention, so many students are giving fantastic answers. So the scores heading into an exciting last round of the Kochi Cluster Finals are as follows. We have Aman on 25 points. We have Tarun on 40 points. We have Niranjan on 40 points. We have Kiran on 25 points. We have Krishnajit on 10 points. And we have Rudashri on 40 points. Yet again, we have 3 people tied on top spot with 40 points. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a humdinger because only 2 people are going to qualify from the cluster final to the national quarterfinal. All to play for as we move on to our last round, Divya Drishti. Let's take a look at the rules of Divya Drishti. 1 direct question per participant, all based on visuals, passes anti-clockwise, plus 10 for every correct answer, direct or on pass. We'll once again start with contestant number 6, a joint leader at the moment, Rudashri. Rudashri, your visual coming up now. Rudashri, your question. This palace, whose name literally means mansion of the horses, was built by which gentleman known for his contribution to music?
So we have to name the person.
Person, yeah.
Is it Swati Tirunal Maharaja?
Contribution to music. Palace's name literally means mansion of the horses. It has to be Swati Tirunal Rama Verma. Absolutely correct, Rudashri. You get 10 points and notch up a half century. Crucial answer for you. Now we'll move on to question number 2, and that is going to be for Krishnajit. Krishnajit, your question coming up now. Your question is, the eminent to the left of Rajiv Gandhi in this picture is known as the father of what revolution in India? You have to name the revolution.
It's the White Revolution.
And who's this gentleman?
It's Varghese Kurian, I think.
Absolutely, it is Varghese Kurian, who was the father of the White Revolution. Fantastic answering, Krishnajit. Well done. And now let's move on to contestant number 4, and that is Kiran. Kiran, your question. And your visual coming up now. Here's your visual. Yes, this painting by Raja Ravi Verma shows Lord Rama crossing which river?
Sir, is it the Narmada?
Not the Narmada. Moving on to Niranjan. Passing to Niranjan.
Sir, is it Sarayu?
Lord Rama crossing the Sarayu River. The Ayodhya is located on the banks of the Sarayu River. Sarayu gives you 10 points, and Niranjan, you also move to a half century. Fantastic answering, Niranjan. And the next direct question comes to you. Question number 4 coming up for Niranjan now. Niranjan, your question is, this statue is dedicated to which famous scientist?
Vikram Sarabhai.
Vikram Sarabhai. Niranjan is not missing a single question. Absolutely correct. 10 points to you, Niranjan. You move to 60 points and in sole possession of the lead. Now, a very, very crucial question is coming up for Tarun. Tarun, your visual coming up now. Your question? These are grains of a unique saline tolerant rice cultivated in Kerala. It has also received a GI tag. What is this known as?
Sir, is it Ponni rice?
Ponni rice. Okay, I will pass you. This is for Aman.
Mata rice.
That's not correct. Passing to Rudashri.
Sir, it is Pokkali rice.
It is Pokkali rice. Fantastic answer, Rudashri. You get a very, very crucial 10 points and you also move to 60 points. So we have only one more question left in a thrilling Kochi Cluster Final of the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2022. It's been a very, very high scoring event. The scores are as follows. Aman is on 25. Tarun is on 40. Niranjan has done brilliantly. He's on 60 and jointly in the lead. We have Kiran on 25. Krishnajit on 20. Rudashri is also jointly in the lead. She is on 60. So the top 2 spots are pretty much clear-cut. We'll move now to our last question and our last visual, and that is going to be for Aman. Aman, your question coming up on screen. So this gentleman, born in Kerala, was India's first minister for what? This gentleman born in Kerala was India's first minister for what?
His John Mathai.
And he's the first minister for what?
Finance.
Not finance. Passing on to Rudashri.
Sir, he is the first railway minister.
He's the first railway minister. If you get these 10 points, you win the Kochi Cluster Final. And John Mathai it was indeed. Aman guessed finance, which was not correct. It is John Mathai, and it is railways. Well done, Rudashri. You get 10 points and win the Kochi Cluster Final. With that, we come to the end of today's quiz, and here are the final scores. Aman ends on 25 points. Tarun has done really well. In most clusters, Tarun would have qualified easily. Tarun scores 40 points. We have Niranjan, who's qualified for the national quarterfinal in second spot on 60 points. Fantastic answering, Niranjan, throughout the quiz. Brave performance also from Kiran, 25 points. Krishnajit, not your day, but you also came up with a couple of quality answers on 20. And Rudashri with a final shot for 6, or in this case, 10, wins the Kochi Cluster Final with 70 points. Very well done, Rudashri. Very well done, Niranjan. We'll see you in the national quarterfinal. Kochi promised a lot, and Kochi delivered. We had 2 national finalists from the Kochi cluster last time. So we expected some brilliant answers throughout this quiz, and that is exactly what this quiz had. Almost none of the questions were left unanswered. And most of the questions participants were getting in the first attempt itself. Especially in the 3 clues round, participants were cracking at just the first clue. So I was spellbound. I'm sure you were as well. Ultimately, it was last year's national champion, Rudashri, who proved her mettle by winning the Kochi Cluster Final with 70 points, which has been the highest score so far. And second spot belonged to Niranjan, who also put on a fantastic and a very consistent show. Commiserations to Tarun, Krishnajit, Aman, Kiran, all of you performed very, very well. Super competitive cluster, and it's a great credit to you that you have come this far. With that, we come to the end of the Kochi Cluster Final. We'll see you again in the Cluster Final very soon. Till we meet again, stay safe, stay happy, stay curious.